It all began with a few seconds of footage. Shedeur Sanders, suited up and warming up before Cleveland's showdown against the New York Jets. Nothing unusual at first glance, right? But the moment that clip hit social media, everything changed. This wasn't the standard pregame jog or lazy toss to the sideline. This was intensity. This was precision. Sanders was out there like a man on a mission, throwing with conviction, eyes locked in, every movement sharp and deliberate. The spirals were clean, the rhythm flawless. Anyone who saw that video knew immediately that something special was brewing. The internet didn't just notice, it erupted. For Browns fans, the energy in the stadium that day was conflicted. On one hand, there was the usual buzz of hope, that fragile optimism that maybe, just maybe, this game would be different. But underneath that, a familiar dread hung heavy in the air. The kind of feeling that comes from decades of disappointment and heartbreak. When Sanders stepped onto that field, even if it was just for warm-ups, something shifted. You could feel it, that collective breath, that unspoken realization that this young man might just be the answer they've been waiting for. Reports had already leaked earlier in the week confirming Sanders had officially moved up to the QB2 position, the backup role. That alone was big news. It meant he jumped ahead of other names, players the Browns organization had previously backed with confidence. But what really struck fans wasn't the depth chart, it was what their eyes told them. Watching Sanders move, throw, and carry himself, it was clear this wasn't just another backup waiting for a pity snap in garbage time. This was a quarterback ready for the spotlight, and here's where the frustration comes boiling over. Browns fans aren't stupid. They've seen the offense stagnate, the drives fall apart, the play calling go flat. Week after week, they've watched winnable games slip through their fingers because of inconsistency behind center, red zone trips turning into field goals, easy completions missed, momentum dying before it even starts. Meanwhile, Sanders has been standing there, helmet on, clipboard in hand, watching, waiting, wondering when his moment will finally come. If he ever gets that shot, if the Browns finally decide to let him play, the entire city knows what's going to happen next. Because when Shedeur Sanders steps on the field, it won't be a quiet debut. If he lights it up, if he starts moving that offense with precision, confidence, and rhythm, Kevin Stefanski is going to be facing some very uncomfortable questions. The kind that keep head coaches awake at night. Why did you wait this long? Why wasn't Sanders getting real reps when it mattered? How many games slipped away because of indecision? And if things go wrong, if Cleveland drops another winnable game while Sanders stays on the sideline, the noise won't just come from fans. Ownership and management will start asking those same questions. Stefanski's job, already under scrutiny, could easily slide from safe for now to on the chopping block. The NFL doesn't forgive repeated miscalculations, especially when the solution has been standing right there in uniform the whole time. That short clip of Sanders warming up wasn't just a highlight, it was a statement. Even in those few seconds, you could see the readiness. The mechanics were crisp. His arm strength looked effortless. The confidence radiated through the screen. He didn't look like a rookie or a project or someone being groomed for the future. He looked like a starter, today. ESPN Cleveland posted the clip with just one simple caption and a pair of eyes emojis. That was all it took. Fans instantly knew what that meant. Watch this. Pay attention. Something big is coming. Within hours, the clip went viral. Retweets flooded timelines, comment sections filled with heated debates, and Browns fans everywhere started saying what everyone was thinking. If he's this good, why isn't he playing? Why keep holding him back when the team so clearly needs a spark? The calls to start Sanders grew louder by the hour. Even neutral fans began chiming in, saying it was only a matter of time before Cleveland had no choice but to hand him the reins. The irony is, Sanders' calm professionalism only fuels the conversation more. He hasn't gone to the media demanding playing time. He hasn't thrown shade or made cryptic social posts. He's done what real leaders do. Put his head down, worked harder, and let his preparation speak for itself. Every throw, every rep, every ounce of focus in that warm-up footage shows a young man not content with being second best. The Browns' problem, though, runs deeper than one quarterback decision. The offense has been sluggish, the play calling predictable, and the team identity murky at best. The line struggles with protection, the run game lacks rhythm, and the passing attack rarely stretches the field. There's no creativity, no spark, just the same recycled checkdowns and short yard gains that make even die-hard fans groan. Cleveland's been playing scared, conservative football in a league that punishes hesitation. Tommy Rees, the offensive coordinator brought in to inject some life into the playbook, has reportedly been pushing for a more aggressive approach. He wants to challenge Dillon Gabriel to make real throws, to stretch the defense vertically. But whispers around the locker room suggest Kevin Stefanski still holds the final say in play calling, and that's where the problem lies. His conservative philosophy has become predictable, maybe even outdated. In today's NFL, you can't keep winning with safe 5-yard passes and screens. You have to take risks. You have to believe in your quarterback's arm. And right now, the only quarterback in Cleveland showing he's ready for that responsibility is Shedeur Sanders. Fans see it. The media sees it. Even other players see it. The body language during games tells its own story. Frustration on the field, confusion on the sidelines, a lack of trust that's beginning to seep through the cracks. The locker room tension is real, and it all circles back to one decision. When will Sanders finally get his chance? Because let's be real, he's not just Deion Sanders' son trying to live up to a family name. He's his own player, with poise, accuracy, and leadership that have been evident since college. His name may come with pressure, but that pressure seems to make him sharper, hungrier, more focused. In a city desperate for stability, he represents something rare, hope that actually feels justified. As the Browns inch deeper into the season, every missed opportunity and every stalled drive magnifies that hope into frustration. The fans aren't asking for miracles. They're asking for something different, something bold. And that's what Sanders represents. A chance to rewrite the narrative. To finally bring life back to an offense that's been stuck in neutral for far too long. The clip of him warming up might end up being remembered as the moment everything changed. The calm before the storm. Because when Sanders finally gets the call, when he finally steps into the huddle under the bright lights and the pressure of the NFL stage, all that preparation, all that discipline will be ready to explode into action. So what's next, Cleveland? Will the Browns finally break their cycle of hesitation and give the city what it's begging for? Or will they let another moment slip away, another season fade into what could have been? What do you think, football fans? Is Shedeur Sanders the missing piece that could save Cleveland's season? Or will the Browns once again find a way to waste the talent sitting right in front of them? Drop your thoughts below, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. Because this story is far from over, and the next chapter might just change everything for the Cleveland Browns.